Hi everybody, how are you doing today? I hope everybody's doing well, and I'm going to get started pretty quickly today. I want to get through this, get it done, and move on. I know this is a very, very long sequel. It's going to take some time. I'm trying to do some videos in between and just put out some information here or there on shorter videos and see how much I can give you in that way. These here that I'm doing, the longer ones, are for the studying and the knowledge and the learning. And some people don't understand that. This isn't the short, entertainment videos. These are actually learning videos. And they have to be to a certain length or you're not learning anything. If I read you half a page, you'd be pretty ticked off that I gave you a half a page worth of information. Now, my other ones are short and you can take your time to read the information on them. And it's just a quick, news brief. So those, of course, are going to be shorter. I have people who understand that because they're from YouTube, and then I have new people who don't understand that because they're used to watching the comedy videos or the entertainment videos that are just a couple minutes long. But when you get into true crime like I'm into with my other channels, some of them go 2, 3, 4 hours. And I'm not there. Neither do I want to be right now. I would like to get some lives going that may run an hour or two because you have more people putting input in and giving information and asking questions, and it could run to an hour or two. But that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to be one of these people who sit on here for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. I couldn't do that. If we had some glasses of wine one night, maybe 2 or 3 hours while we're having a laugh and a good time, I could do that. And I would like to do that. As soon as we get enough people to start doing our lives, or lives, I don't know if it sounds right to you guys when I say it, some words, because I'm trying to rush through so I can start. But where was I? So I would like to start some lives. Oh, so even if you're just a small group, if 5 of you say, yes, in my comments, let's start some lives. If I knew I have that many people interested, then let's start some lives. I don't care how small the group is. I'm just trying to get enough where I'm not sitting here with dead air and having nobody communicate back. And then we can set up, which would be probably around this time, 6 o'clock, and get everybody on here and start talking. So again, if you don't want to wait for a certain amount of people to join, leave me some comments. Tell me, let's jump into some lives. And if you got a handful of you, let's start. It always starts small, and then we grow from there. And I'm so sorry because I'm so stuffed up that I don't even know if I sound right to you guys, but I know I'm losing air and shortening my words and they don't sound right to me. So I apologize again. I am fighting being sick. My worst part is already over. Now it's just to the part where you kind of fight these symptoms, what's left of them, and you're not really sick or contagious. You're just getting over your symptoms. And thank God it's just a cold. Just a cold. There's a lot I want to talk about on here too that I can't because I'm afraid. Because they twist it up and tell you you've done something wrong when you haven't. If you hear any noises, I've got my feet up in my chair. I'm just trying to get comfortable, so I apologize. But I'm really taking some risks in the things I say, and other things I just don't want to risk it because then I'm blocked for a week and I can't do my videos and I can't try to do lives. And the last time they did it to me, they crushed my channel because I had just started getting subscribers. And then I started losing them because I wasn't producing videos. And then when I came back, I was minus some. And while I was making them, I guess people just had been hanging too long and I lost 2 more. And then I gained 2 more. And then I was happy again because I thought they were coming back. But it slowly started to grow again. And if you just subscribed, I believe there was 3 or 4 new subscribers. Thank you so much. Welcome to my group. I would love to, get some messages, comments. Let me know who you are, where you are, what you want, what you want to be a part of, what you want to look into. I'm up for, anything. How you feel about the videos, where you want to maybe watch some of this yourself so I don't have to go over every part. And we can just sit and talk about it after we all watch a couple segments. It's up to you guys. Let me know because, again, this is about you and helping you grow and learn what's going on. Or just being part of giving out information that maybe I don't know or other people on here that don't know. So again, sharing information. I'm new to the deep dive in all of this. I have, studied it, watched it, seen everything that's been going on throughout the years. But lately I've actually had the time because I'm not raising 3 children anymore. I'm only raising 1. And I'm not working 3 jobs anymore. I'm only working 1. So I have the time to do the stuff that I want to do and dig into it. And thank God because it's at a critical time in our lives right now. And I wish I could have done it earlier, but I couldn't. So, again, there's a piece of me. I would like to, again, get to know everybody in my group. I would like, to be able to converse. I would like to be able to make this a little group of friends, family, however you want to look at it, and that we look out for each other and we figure out what our next steps are. So please, let me know you're there. Let me know what you want and how to move forward. And I would also like people that want to be a part of the information part of the group, that want to give me information to put out there or share or come on yourself. And I only say that because I know a lot of people don't like to come onto camera. And even though I'm self-conscious a little too, I don't care anymore. So if you see my wrinkles, if you see whatever, oh freaking well. Again, we're all human. We all get old. We all have flaws. And I just learned not to care anymore what other people think. The people who love me are going to love me regardless, flaws and all. And I want everybody in this group to feel that way. But again, some people don't want to be on camera. So if you want to share through me or share through comments or join me on screen, I would be more than happy to start this. So you guys let me know what the next step is, because again, this group is about you, not me. And it's about what I can do to help you. And again, if I learn stuff along the way, because I don't know everything, great. There's probably people out there that have, either different information or more information than I do. So come share it, because that's what this group is about. And that's why, even though I played with the name a little bit with my group, it's about support and connections around the world. The rights I added in there because I guess nobody knew it was about rights. So I stuck that in the beginning of it, because yes, I told you in my information thing, it's about rights and it's about fighting for us and it's about anything else my group wants to talk about. But it's mainly about rights. But it's mainly, more than that, about making connections and having the support of other people. in your group that will help you through whatever we need to get through. Whether it's learning what our next step is, learning how to fight this, learning how to stand up for yourself, learning your rights, whatever it is, we as a group need to do this together. Because apart, we're just people separated, and that won't help you win anything. We have to be united. We have to join forces. So whether it's my group grows or we join with another group and join with another group and join with another, any way that it'll work, I am willing to do it. But it's about getting information in you and also spreading the information to others. So again, sorry. It's about you guys. Let's get started. And again, that's a little piece of me and a little piece of what I want and a little piece about my channel. So enjoy it. Suck it in. Let's get started. Let's get growing. Let's get people in this group and start sharing and learning and supporting. All right, let's pick up where we left off yesterday. I'm going to, sorry, it's so embarrassing on camera, but it is what it is. The end of the last paragraph that I was on, I kind of just want to go over that a little bit because it shows you who they are. And that's the whole paragraph ain't here. It's on another page and I'm not going to look for it, but it had a couple other nasty words that describe these people. And then the vengeance and hatred and malice. That's who they are. And then resolutions of our government will be final without appeal. Judges decide. Judges decide and we dictate them. So again, in other words, they tell the judges what to say and what to do, and the judges are their puppets and will follow through. So the next part we were into, or had to get into, was when the time of our overt rules come, all our laws will be brief, plain, stable, without any kind of interpretations. I think I read this one too. Interpretations, so that anyone will be in a position to know them perfectly. The main feature is submission to orders, and this principle will be carried to a grandiose height. And I think that was where we ended off. So we all know that these people are horrible, absolutely horrible. Who is going to want to put them in charge? I'm sorry, but you know, they had to know at some point. They thought they were going to stay in hiding and they were going to fool us because we're just the stupid little people. But they had to know if we found this information. You can't brainwash anyone with any sense to then ignore this. But then you have the people who just don't want to believe it's true either. The ones that are in cognitive dissonance and denial and all the other let's make believe fantasies and fake worlds, and we don't want any knowledge of anything. We just want to be able to live, whether I'm guessing whether it's in good or bad, they don't care, which is just blows my mind. But anytime you think that there's something negative there, don't you want to look into it and make sure it's not real? Even if you say you believe or don't believe, you want to know. I just don't get these people who don't want to know. Okay. Criminals will be arrested at the first, more or less. Did I read this too? I was so out of it yesterday. I mean, I was in a fog. And so tired. I guess drained of fighting this. Well, I guess we'll go over it real quick because it's one more. I don't think I went past this. Or it's just me remembering writing them. I don't know. Maybe I'm still in a fog. Okay. Criminals will be arrested at the first a more or less, yes, I did, because I talked about the suspicion, well-grounded suspicion. It cannot be allowed that out of fear of possible mistake, an opportunity should be given of escape to persons suspected of crime. For in these matters, we shall be literally merciless. So again, whether you're really innocent or not, you're going to pay the price. They're going to get you. Let me take this off the clipboard because I know I'm going to have to flip it in a minute. Okay. We shall re-educate. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It says start here. But I read this too. But I wrote, maybe it was because I was so out of it, I wrote it at the top instead of the bottom of the page. Or maybe I should have went back in my video. I usually, before I start, I go back in my last video and look to make sure. But whatever. I'm not doing that now because I'm already 16 minutes in. We shall re-educate the universities in a new direction. Their officials and professors will be prepared by detailed secret programs of actions and will be so placed as to be wholly dependent upon the government. Protocol 16, paragraph 1. On another hand, I think there's another one just like that paragraph, so I don't think I read that one. Okay, we shall replace the studies of ancient history with the studies of the program of the future. We shall erase from the memory of men all facts of previous centuries which are undesirable to us and leave only those which depict, I kept trying to put an S in there, depict all the errors of the government of the Goyim. Protocol 16, paragraph 4. We shall abolish every kind of freedom of instruction. Protocol 16, paragraph 7. So they'll get rid of all freedom. All and any kind of freedom. And again, you think that we want people like that in charge of us and our lives? Basically, it's what I've been telling you. We will become slaves of these people. I don't understand what people aren't getting. And the proof is here if you really want to know it. How can people look at proof and say, it's not true, it's not real, it's not there? You have to be crazy. It is indispensable for us to... Sorry, give me 1 second. It is indispensable for us to undermine all faith, to tear out of the minds of the Goyim. We don't have any minds. Didn't they say like we're the stupid little people, we fall for anything, and now they want to tear out our minds for what? We're just stupid little people. We don't even compare to them. So why rip out our minds? Just joking. Tear out of the minds of Goyim the very principle of God and Spirit, and to replace them with... Now this makes no sense either. Arithmetical, however they said that, arithmetical, which is, I guess they want to put math in our head, arithmetic, and then it's goal, so I don't understand it. Calculations and material needs, protocols 4, paragraph 3. Again, it is indispensable for us to undermine all faith. So, again, they've been doing that forever. They've undermined every faith there is, and they've tried to erase it from the world. So that proves to you this is true. They want to tear out the mind of the Goyim, the very principle of God and spirit, which they've been doing for a long time, so there's your proof. And to replace them with arithmetical calculations and material needs. Protocol 4, paragraph 3. So, again, they have and continue to try to wipe God and spirit and any kind of religion out of our minds, our practices. They don't want us to have anything to do with religion. And yet they say that the man that's supposed to be placed on the throne is handpicked by God. So contradictory. They have to be insane. What they want you to believe that it's handpicked from God, but it's actually Satan that they want to bring up and put on this throne. That's who they worship. That's who they follow. So it's nobody handpicked by God. If that was the case, why would they want to wipe out religion? All right. I know you guys have to see through this, but I just got to point some things out because I have to. Okay. Wrong place. When we come into our kingdom, it will be undesirable for us that there should exist any other religion than ours, of the one God with whom our destiny is bound up by. Position as the chosen, we must therefore sweep away all other forms and beliefs. And then I put evil and devil. So they want, it's unthinkable, it's undesirable that any other God will be worshipped, thought of, or play a part in this world. Only their God, which is not a God, it's the devil. But they look at him as their God. And they're... Hold on a second, sorry. Lost my train of thought. For their existence and the religion are, oh God, desire bound by position of Well, I basically said everything I needed to say in that. I'm not going to keep going over it because you guys are smart, you get it, but I want to go over it. It's just instinct because there's people out there that you have to keep saying stuff to. And that's how they brainwashed you. And if I got to pound it into your head to unbrainwash that garbage and put something else in your head, I will. Okay. Our preaching of the religion of Moses has brought all the people of the world into subject to us. Protocol 4, paragraph 1. Moses was not an evil man. And he had an evil son and a good son. So, I don't know why they keep bringing Moses into it. And maybe it's from the evil son. I don't know. But, it's again contradictory and not doesn't make sense. Our philosophers will discuss all the shortcomings of the various beliefs of the Goyim, but no one will ever bring under discussion our faith from its true point of view, since this will be fully learned by none save ours who will never dare to betray its secrets. Since there will be fully learned by none save ours who will never dare to betray our secrets. Okay. freedom of the press, the right of association, freedom of consequence, the voting principle must disappear forever. From the moment of man undergo a radical alteration, the day after the promulgation of the new Constitution. That was a mouthful. What we want is the first moment of this promulgation, while the peoples of the world are still stunned by the accomplished fact of the revolution. This in a condition of terror and uncertainty, they should recognize once and for all that we are so strong, so super abundantly filled with power, that in no case shall we take any account of them. And so far from paying any attention to their opinions or wishes, we are ready and able to crush their irresistible powers, all expressions or manifestations there at every moment and in every place, that we have seized at once everything we wanted, and shall in no cause divide our powers with them. Then in fear and trembling they will close their eyes to everything and be content to await what will be the end of it all. And that's Protocol 11, paragraph 3. And we're right here at the last protocol. Okay, we have been leading the people from one disenchantment to another, so that in the end they will turn also from us in favor of that king, despot of the blood of Zion, whom we are preparing for the world. Protocols 3, paragraph 15. Great. They're preparing to bring the devil to the world. Great. Are you happy? Ecstatic. No, we cannot allow that to happen. And keep your faith. And that, I don't care what faith it is. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care who you follow. To me, if you take a little bit of them all, they all lead you back to God. So you do you, and you keep your faith. And don't you ever let anybody take it out of you. I don't care how bad it may get, and it may get bad. This fight is not going to go down easily. I already know that. But the best way is to take their power by not giving them what they want. The new king, the chosen one. This chosen one of God is chosen from above to demolish the selflessness forces moved by instinct and not reason, by brutishness and not humaneness. These forces now triumphant in manifestations of robbery and of freedom and rights. They have overthrown all forms of social order to erect on the ruins of the throne of the King of the Jews. But their part will be played out the moment he enters into his kingdom. Then it will be necessary to sweep them away from his path. Protocols 23, paragraph 4. I wrote in the side piece, this is not the chosen one. Definitely not chosen from above. These crazy, evil people contradict everything they say. Every time they say anything. Sorry again, when I write in the corner, it's like that big. Again, it makes no sense. It maybe makes sense to them because they're writing in rhymes and riddles for themselves and trying to be sneaky, but it's all there, and it's not hard to really understand what they're wanting. And again, next we're going to go over the stone that basically says everything I just read here, and you wonder who put the stone there in Georgia. A lot of people don't know about that stone. I've brought it up since I was a kid when I found out about it, and a lot of people don't even know about it. Okay. When the king of Israel sets upon his sacred head the crown offered to him by Europe, he will become sorry, hold on one second. Sorry. Again, I just blinked out for a minute, lost my spot, had to find it again. Patriarch. He will become patriarch of the world. Protocols 15, paragraph 23. And I don't edit, so if I get lost, it is what it is. Okay. This king will be the real Pope of the universe. The patriarch of the International Church, Protocol 17, paragraph 4. I think I forgot to tell you too, this was when I started with the new king, this was the last one. I think it's the Protocol 10. It's the last one. This king will be the real Pope of the universe, the patriarch of the International Church, Protocol 17, paragraph 4. Lie. This would be the devil. It is not the chosen one. It is not the king. It is not the Pope. It's the damn devil. Okay. The protocols of Zion portray the world as it is today. As it is today. So they wrote this a long time ago. And they've led things to the way they are today. So you have to be very careful in letting them lead you any further. In your choices, in your decisions, in taking your rights, in allowing them in allowing the brainwashing to continue, because they have led you to where we are today, and you cannot be led any further south. Let me just put it that way. You need to stop with the things that have been put in your head: money, greed, power, and so forth. That's not what we're put on this earth for. It was not what this world was supposed to be about. It is not what your life is supposed to be about. You're supposed to love, care, share, and build a life, and a good one, to live a decent life with your loved ones. All this fighting and hating and anger and drama, it's so unnecessary. It is so wrong. You have to be a better person. And you have to stop letting the devil and his demons lead you to a negative way, a negative path, and a negative world. You have to be strong. You have to believe in your God. No matter what way you do it, no matter who it is or what you call them, believe in your God, because this is where the Bible basically tells you it's going to end. It's here. It's here by the Bible. It's here by the protocols. It's here. Wake up. Okay. Yeah, okay, I didn't finish reading it. The protocols of Zion betray the world as it is today. Almost. The Hazarian king of kings is not on the throne yet. So by their protocols, the protocols of Zion betray the world as it is today. Well, almost as it is today. Because their king, their devil, is not on his throne yet. And understand, I went over this in the beginning too, how they've put up his statues in many different cities overlooking the cities. Okay? So they are preparing this to be his kingdom. Why else would they start putting up? They're closing down your churches. They're shutting down your religions. They're putting his statues up everywhere. Who do you think this King of Zion is supposed to be? He's not on that throne yet, though, and we will not allow him to ever walk this earth or take that throne. If you have any good in you, you will see through it. If you have any smarts in you, you will not allow it. And so forth. This is the fight of good and evil. This is the fight of our life. This is where our life is going to change for the better or for the worst. And he cannot take that throne. He cannot walk this earth. Okay. The king is not on his throne yet. In Jerusalem. Just yet. The world population has not begged the cabal to bring order out of chaos just yet. Which I will never beg the cabal to do anything. But they think we're going to beg them to stop the chaos of the world. We can do that ourselves. We don't need them. Well, that's what you people need to learn. The ones that don't get it. And I'm not talking to the ones who get it. The ones that don't get it. We don't need anyone to make this right. You need yourself. And you need wanting good and right in your life. That's all. And to follow the right paths in life. You don't need a president. You don't need the government. You don't need the cabal. All you need to do is take your rights back and live your freaking life right. And I will never ask any devil worshipping or demons or anybody else to help me in my life. Okay. But are we far away from their goals? Follow us to part 5. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit into part 5 and then I got to go. My head is pounding. But I'm going to give you that allotted time that I usually give. And then we'll pick up probably on Monday because I need another weekend to gather myself and get right again. And I also am going to be working on some other videos. Hopefully I'll get out over the weekend. If not, I'll get to them Monday too. Okay, in the previous part, we exposed the cabal. Let me read that without stumbling. It's so hard not to when you can't breathe. In the previous part, we exposed the cabal and their evil plans as outlined in their Macabre protocols of Zion. What about this day and age? Protocols of Zion. What about this day and age? ? Have they actually reached their goals of world dominance? Have they actually reached their goal of world dominance? Absolutely not, and we will not allow them. Let us take you on a field trip to Georgia. I just got done telling you about this. I didn't know it was this close, though. Let us take you on a field trip to Georgia in the United States. On a hill in Elbert County, there is a grand monument called the Georgia Guidestones, built in 1980, and that's when I first heard about it. The monument is veiled in mystery. It was commissioned by a man who used the alias R.C. Christian. He paid a very handsome price, but insisted on remaining anonymous. The monument consists of 4 massive standing stones, 1 slab stone on top, carried by a pillar stone and an explanatory stone. 2 things are captivating. First of all, the monument is an astronomical clock and calendar focused on the sun, the moon, the equinox, and the solstices. A hole was drilled through one of the stones, through which one could see the North Star. Secondly, the stone contains text information about future Earth and the era of reason. It is within 8 modern languages: English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian. The shorter message subscribed around the top stones in 4 ancient different languages: Babylonian, Classic Greek, Sanskrit, and Ancient Egyptian. This is the message. I'm going to rush this message because I'm running out of time. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely. Improve fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights and with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite, but not be a cancer on earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. Now, that all sounds so beautiful. But in reality, again, it's just hidden BS. Okay? And when I first heard it, I thought, oh, how beautiful. Yeah. But the meanings behind it are gruesome. And we will start on that on my next video. We will get more into that. I hope you stuck with me. I hope you made it to the end. And I'm going to pick up here in the right spot just to make sure this time I do it in the right spot. I really don't know if I repeated some of that or not, but if so, it's another lesson learned. Again, it sinks in the more you go over it, and of course my comments are always different, so that's a good part, I guess. But again, that's what I get for doing this sick and trying to push through it for you guys. So please give me that if I did go over anything. I was pretty out of it yesterday and tired, and it's kicking me today because my head is pounding. I don't know if you can see, my eyes are horrible. I feel like my head is pounding through them, and I cannot breathe. And I can't go over why I can't breathe, because that's one reason they shut my video down last time, which is so stupid. Has nothing to do with nothing except what ails me. But it's not just part of the cold, it's part of something else. And I can't say it, which is so stupid. If you want to know, go back on my videos on Facebook. It was the one that I was basically saying they took my video down for no reason. Anyways, I'm leaving you with this. We will go over the last reading I just did tomorrow again, just so that we can refresh on what was written on the stone, and then we're going to break it down and go through why it's not as pretty as it sounds and what everything actually means. And it is, again, proven by everything that's in it. And just try to go over what I read and see where else you've seen and heard parts of the same what's the word I'm looking for? Familiar words. Let's put it that way. Alright, guys, I'm going to get out of here because literally my head is pounding and the time's up, and I love you guys. Take care. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up after watching the video. Watch my videos fully so I can get the credit for them. I know a couple of them are lagging because I wasn't feeling good, and I apologize for that. But there's still good information in them. There is still great information in them. So, again, go back and rewatch the beginning of this video and see whatever you want to take out of what I said. If there's something you want, you're interested in, you want to look through together, let's do it. Leave me comments below on how you feel, what you think, what you would like to do, what you would like to go over. And let me know in the comments below. Love you guys. Have a great night, and I will see you on my next video. Good night. Let me know.